everybody. This is the start of the morning safari flying adventures. We haven't done one for quite a while, so we thought we would just do a bit of a get up in the morning and start our prep for the flight. So the flight today is going to go to a private strip, and then we're going to go to a Land Rover museum. From there we're going to fly to a place called Walkersons, which is on the way to Hoedspruit, and then our final stop will be at Hoedspruit. But this morning, first thing to get ready is the coffee, and then I've got my two girls here as well, Zana and Genevieve, helping me packing everything for the flight and saying goodbye to Dad. I've just sent Peter a code to come into the estate where we live in, so he'll be here shortly. And then for packing, everything is here. So I've got my clothing packed right here, and then our I want to say famous safari hat that we can use as well. Very important sunglasses, and then the most important, the Civil Aviation Authority license that we have to carry with us while we fly. And then here just odds and bits in here, reflector jackets. We want to listen to some music. There's a nice JBL speaker, and then obviously to charge most of the equipment. Then the headset as well. That's very important for the flight, and the keys for the hangar, because if you forget the keys for the hangar, you have to drive back to your house to come and get it, and it's quite a drive, about 30 minutes drive from here. And then here's all the snacks for today. The hotel will sponsor us. Let me just ask the girls to open it up for me. There we go. Thank you, girls. So we've got some rusks, or the other word for that is biscuit, and then we've got some fruit rolls, dried fruit, and some droewors or jerky, biltong here, and some more salty snacks here at the bottom. So that should keep us nicely. And we're probably going to get some water. We're just waiting for Peter. Time now is about 6:43, 6:45 in the morning. He should be here within the next 2 to 3 minutes.
So arriving at Petite Airfield, just outside Kempton Park, it was a very chilly 9 degrees as we opened up the hangar, and starting to get ready for the flight. So we had to fill up the aircraft with fuel, pack our baggage in the aircraft, and then we also had to set up all the cameras around the aircraft so that it could record our trip. When all the preparation was done, we then pulled the aircraft out. It's a lot easier to prepare when you're not outside in the cold wind. So we did everything inside, most of the preparation, and then we pulled the aircraft outside into the sun to do the final preparations.
It's good to be back. We haven't flown for about a year, so it's our first trip in a year.
It's been a while.
We've been busy with life, I guess.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Yeah, you get busy.
It's not an excuse, but yeah, we're back. We've got some upgrades on the aircraft as well. We've put up a new e-prop on this aircraft as well, which is very nice. So it senses automatically the pitch what you need for the power setting, which is great, so you don't have to set the pitch on it. And we've got, I don't know if you can see, but brand new gear as well. It used to be bungee cords, but now we've got proper shocks on our Bush Baby or KFA Safari, which is quite nice. So yeah, this morning we again here at Petite. It is quite chilly this morning, I must say.
Fortunately, we bought a flask of coffee, so
yeah,
we've been filling ourselves with coffee.
Oh,
it's a little bit warmer.
Warms it from the inside. So it's winter here in South Africa. The wind has started to pick up a little bit as well. So from here we're going to fly to a private strip. A friend of mine, Rudy, we're going to go to his place there, and they've got a private museum of Land Rovers there. So he's going to take us around. We'll get you some footage on that as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's 800 meter strip. He's got some game there as well, so he's chasing all the game off, some blessed buck. And yeah, we're
Yeah, and then after that we're going to shoot out to, what do you want to talk a bit about the Land Rover? Or the... we'll talk about that.
No, we'll talk about that.
All right, then
later.
after that we're going to leave and go to Walkerson's. That's yeah, about halfway to Hoedspruit.
Yeah, close to Dulstrom.
Yeah, and we're going to just stop off over there, hopefully, if the wind's not too bad and it's suitable for the runways we're going to land on. We're going to stop there and just have a quick coffee break, and then it's off to Hoedspruit.
Yeah, Hoedspruit. So Hoedspruit temperature for today, the maximum 29 degrees Celsius. Where we're standing at the moment, it's 9 degrees Celsius. So it's quite a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if that actually materializes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's might. Yeah. So it's in a low veld area, so it's usually warmer there. It's very close to the Kruger National Park, the biggest national park in South Africa.
And then we're going after that, we're going to spend the evening at a place called Aerotel. And Aerotel is basically two aircraft. A guy has taken two aircraft, a Boeing 737 and a Boeing 727. And he's transported them all the way from Joburg to Hoedspruit, and he's made them into hotels. Well, a hotel with bedrooms in it and a restaurant. And we're going to be spending the night there, see what it's like sleeping in an air hotel for the first time.
Yeah, so I'm actually very excited to see that as well. We'll be landing in Hoedspruit itself, in the town itself. There is a strip close by called Zandspruit, but that's privately owned, so it's like a fly-in estate, so you have to get permission to go in there.
So we're going to land there at Hoedspruit Civil, and then we're going to try and thumb a lift. It's about 3 or 4 k's to this air hotel. It's actually just beyond walking distance.
Yeah,
so we'll see what happens when we get there. We'll play that by ear.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to it, and join us as you come along on our trip with us.
Yeah, enjoy the flight with us.
We started up just after 8 a.m. and we started our taxi out to runway 21 at Petit Airfield. After our engine run-ups to check that the engine was behaving as it should, we lined up on runway 21 for takeoff in a southerly direction. Now if you're wondering why there's no tar, well, Petit is a grass runway, and the aircraft that we fly is more suited to grass actually than tar. Once we were airborne, we set heading for Rudy's field on the farm Hoedspruit, just west of Bronkhorstspruit Dam. This is just a short flight and takes only about 15 to 20 minutes. Pretty soon we're on final approach to Rudy's field, and after Rudy had kindly arranged to have the herd of blessbok chased off the runway. We backtracked on the runway on our way to park at Rudy's hangar. So anyway, yeah, we made it in one piece. There we got the Land Rovers here. What is the series? 1, 2, 3?
2, 3, yeah.
I think it's a series 1, 2, 3. There's the aircraft parked over there. After having a nice cup of coffee with Rudy, he whisked us away in a Land Rover Series 2 to go and tour the Series 1, 2, 3 museum and the team building Land Rover experience. Rudy then gave us a tour of the museum, the accommodation, and the Land Rover workshop.
We've just landed here at a friend of mine's airstrip, Rudy. Rudy, thank you for having us here at
pleasure to have
on
you
your
guys.
farm. It's stunning, beautiful airstrip. Lots of blessbook on the airstrip as well. So. But luckily, Rudy was there to keep him off the runway. So thanks for that. Rudy, we're here in a building here. It's called Series 123. And if you look around, I mean, you can probably see on the camera now at the back, there's quite a lot of Land Rovers here, and it's older Land Rovers. What do you do here?
Okay, a little bit of a background. So the owner of the farm, Hoedspruit, is a big Land Rover fan, and he's particularly a collector of Series 1, 2, 3, the older type of
Generation,
Land Rover.
yes.
And he's been collecting those for many years now, and he's been always keen when he comes to the farm, because he's not on the farm all the time, to ride one and take it out. And every time he gets to it, there's something wrong with it. The battery's flat or doesn't want to start.
That doesn't sound like a Land Rover to me.
No, not at all, but he takes it in his stride. So he was sitting around the fire one day and just thinking, what can he do to ensure that these are actually running? Because he's got quite a few of them. I think it's about 12.
Yes.
And he just doesn't have the time to run them all the time. So then he came around this concept of making sure that the Series 1, 2, 3 Land Rovers that he has are actually working by using them on the farm.
Okay.
So what we actually do here is we get corporates in here for the day, and we invite them either for a full day or a half day.
Yes.
They come here, they have a nice breakfast in the morning, and then we give a little bit of a history on the Series 1, 2, 3, a little bit of technical, but not very, very heavy technical, just how to operate the levers, etc., that are in these old Land Rovers,
yes,
the 4x4 stuff. And then we take them out on the farm on a 4x4 track. We stop for a nice lunch in our bush camp. Then we go onto the dam and we do some fishing. At some stage during the day, we do some clay pigeon shooting. And then in the evening, they come back here. We give them a really fancy dinner. And if they want to, they can sleep on the farm here as well, because
there's accommodation,
accommodation here on the farm. So it's really a whole day outing, a little bit of team building, bit of corporate stuff, get the people out of their normal environment to this type of environment. And the people we've taken out, they absolutely love it. They love riding, because they physically ride the old Land Rovers themselves, so they love it.
So it's a Land Rover experience that you give to them.
But it's the older Land Rover.
The older Land Rover. So I'm a Land Rover owner myself. I just want to know, in this experience, do you give them a spanner to do some work on the Land Rovers as well?
We do have a Land Rover workshop here on the farm to keep those going.
Yes.
And what we do is we do have a logistical support Land Rover that we take along with a toolbox, just in case things go a little awry. We don't always use it, but we wouldn't go without it.
So where Rudy lives on the farm, he's got his own airstrip. He's also a pilot as well. He was flying in the Air Force for many years.
Yeah.
Mirages in the Air Force, and then commercially as well. And then he's got his own KFA Safari, the one that we flew in here as well. So he's just a few miles from here. So he actually picked that up in one of the Series 2 Land Rover. And it feels like going back in time. It's such a nice experience, because the new vehicles are press a button and there you go.
Yeah.
This you have to, gear shift, and if you want to go 4x4, you must use the levers as well. So it's a wonderful experience. I must say, I enjoyed it. Peter, I'm sure you enjoyed it as well. Right?
Yes. Now the people, and funny enough, the women don't want to touch this vehicle initially, the Series 1, 2, 3, because a lot of them don't have power steering. They're difficult to turn. They see all the levers and the knobs they need to select, but we insist that they drive. We drive next to them,
yes,
and you'll be amazed. At the end of the day, they just want to drive this car.
Oh, that's
fantastic. They do really, really well.
So everyone gets involved.
Yeah, everyone gets involved. It's really, really, really nice.
Rudy, we spoke earlier about the G4 Challenge that also happened here, which is an international event. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, so many years ago, there used to be the Camel Trophy, which was done with Land Rovers. That expired after the commercial rights for cigarettes, etc., were not allowed anymore. And that was taken over, you could almost say, by the G4 Challenge, which was also Land Rover. And now recently, with the Defender, the Land Rover Defender, the new Defender that's come on the market, they've resuscitated the whole trophy.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
In pretty much the old type of sphere of the Camel Trophy, with the brand new Defender that are now available on the market at Land Rover. So this competition is worldwide, and we had the South African finals here on the farm. We had 48 contestants, whittled down over a couple of months to 12, and then we had the finalists here, and then 2 were selected to be the South African finalists in the World Finals, which we haven't got dates on yet, but it's more than likely going to be towards
That's
the end
fantastic.
of
So the South Africans came up top on this 1 year on the farm, the G4
the
challenge.
year. Yes, yeah, it's just for South Africans to get 2 South African finalists, a male and a female, were the finalists here. And yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted. This is hard work. It's a physical thing. The guys were in the water here, in cold water. They did abseiling. Sure. They had to know about the actual vehicle as well, obviously the new Defender. Yeah. So it was great to have them. And if you go on the website, you'll find some nice footage on that. So we're looking forward to the finals. We're not quite sure where the World Final is going to be, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be in Africa somewhere.
Well, that's good news. That's fantastic. Yeah. And they can go into the website, Series 123, have a look-see.
Yes.
So we are basically very close to the Bronkhorstspruit Dam. We are probably about 5 to 10 kilometers to the west of it. So it's not far out of Pretoria. So they can just go on your website, have a look-see, and make contact with you guys.
Yeah, so we're on all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc., on Series 123 Adventures.
Yeah.
And all the necessary bookings, contacts are there if you need it. And we are, in fact, exactly 63 kilometers from OR Tambo International from this point here. So it's a nice, comfortable ride. And yeah, you're out of the city.
Great accommodation.
Accommodation is great. We can
Kitchen
take
is here. There's a restaurant, everything.
There's a restaurant. You can do self-catering here as well. We have a venue at the dam, the Bronkhorstspruit Dam, on which the farm actually borders. We have a venue there for 60 people.
Oh, fantastic.
And we have 2 guest houses right here next to where we are at this stage.
Oh, fantastic. Rudy, thank you very much for allowing us to land at your airstrip today. We enjoyed it. Thank you for keeping all the buck off it. So from here, we're going to go further on to Hoedspruit, but thank you for having us here and telling us more about Series 123. We appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure, Hendrik, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon, and fly safe.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks.
So if you want to find out more about Series 123, then go to oudevanskraal.com, and they're also on Facebook, Series 123 Adventure, and here you'll get all their contact details. Ready to depart on the next leg of our trip. After doing a final catch-up with Rudy and talking all things aviation, we were ready to depart for Hoedspruit. We did one final runway inspection to say goodbye to Rudy before turning east on our way to passing overhead the Bronkhorstspruit Dam. so the Bronkhorstspruit Dam, affectionately known as Bronkies, is one of Gauteng's most popular inland water destinations. It's located about 50 kilometers east of Pretoria and roughly 90 kilometers from Joburg, and it was completed in 1950. It's one of Gauteng's largest recreational dams. The water covers about 860 hectares when the dam is full. The dam has a concrete arch type of dam wall. The height of the dam wall is 35.2 meters and the length is 152.4 meters. It's a paradise for water sports. It's known as a hub for sailing, water skiing, jet skiing and boating. Bird watchers also love it. The southern shoreline includes the Bronkhorstspruit Nature Reserve, where more than 200 bird species have been recorded. Now the aviation connection is for pilots flying around Gauteng. Bronkhorstspruit Dam is one of the easiest landmarks to identify from the air. Its large water surface stands out clearly east of Pretoria and near the N4 corridor. Many student pilots use it as a visual reference point during navigation exercises. Join us for episode 2 of our trip, where we route from Bronkhorstspruit Dam to Walkersons near Dullstroom and then on to Hoedspruit.